Today we're talking about the intro to Boy from the Country. Now, Boy from the Country was actually written by Michael Martin Murphey, but the more well-known recording is by John Denver, specifically on the Evening with John Denver double live LP. Although he also recorded it in the studio, I believe, on the Some Days Are Diamonds album. But at least my favorite version is the one on Evening with John Denver. Now, the thing about this song is it's played with an alternate tuning. Standard tuning, the top string, the first string is E, but in this tuning you tune this string down to D. All the other strings stay the same. So the song starts off with a G chord, but obviously you'll have to change your fingering. If you play a standard fingering G, it's not going to sound right because of the alternate tuning on the top string. So the way you're going to play a G chord is like this, with your ring finger on the 5th fret, first string, and your index finger on the 3rd fret, bottom string, 6th string, and you sort of mute the 2nd string. Starts like this. Now, I'll break it down for you a little bit. What I'm doing with my right hand is sort of your classic finger style pattern across a chord in the left hand. My particular technique is that I sort of ground my pinky onto the actual fingerboard, this part of the guitar right here, and my thumb plays any note that happens to be played on the top 3 strings. My thumb is going to play it, and then the remaining 3 strings I have one each assigned to my index finger, my middle finger, and my ring finger. So in this song, I'm sort of playing the classic alternating thumb, bass, finger style pattern like this. Notice this is what the thumb is doing, is this, just jumping between the 1st and 3rd string, while the other 3 are sort of filling in. And if you don't know how to play a pattern like this, it may be a good idea to learn. A lot of John Denver songs are like that. Once you learn the patterns, the songs sort of fall into place. That's what I've discovered myself in my own sort of study of John Denver's songs. So here we are with the G chord I mentioned earlier. And playing the fingerstyle pattern with my left hand. Then we're going to switch to a G major 7 chord by just sliding my index finger down 1 fret. And it might be a stretch for some of you, but you just need to work on some stretching exercises for your fingers to help you with that. It's a 4 fret chord, but that's what it is. The next chord is just open string, 6 string. In the next chord, you don't play the 6th string at all. You only play the 5th string, and you fret it on the 3rd fret with your index finger. So it's like this. Okay, so for the next part, we're going to go way up on the neck, on the 9th fret. We're going to play a little slide sort of pattern with your middle finger and your index finger on the 4th string and the 6th string. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So your middle finger will be playing the 4th string on the 9th fret, and your index finger will be on the 6th string on the 8th fret, and we're going to do a slide from frets 8 and 9 up to frets 10 and 11, like this. So you play the 4th string first, and then slide the note up 2 frets, and then play the bottom string. Okay, next part is basically the same pattern, except we're going to start on the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th, and 6th frets with the 4th and 6th string. And then the last part is similar pattern, but you're not going to be offset a fret anymore. Your 2 fingers will be playing the actual on the same fret with the 2 strings. On this one I use my index finger and my ring finger, starting on the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th fret. So if you put the whole thing together, it sounds like this. And there's a little extra added part there if you want to play it with your pinky up 2 frets on the 4th string. Now, all the while you're doing this with your 3 fingers, your thumb is going to be playing bass on this D chord, like this. And that's one reason that we've chosen to open the drop D tuning on this song, is that you can play this D chord, the bass part, with no fingers. I mean, no fretted notes. Open tuning, essentially. So, if we put everything together, it would sound a little like this, hopefully. And you're back the way you started.